So we're going to make our own bias binding. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get yourself a square of fabric. If you don't have a ruler that's got an angle to it, it's not a problem. Just make sure that your distance between here and here and here and here is the same. And then you've got a square. And then you're going to cut along there and along here. So once you've done that, you will then have a square. Okay, so on your wrong side of your fabric, take a ruler, and don't worry if you haven't got a marking pen, because a ballpoint pen is fine, probably better, because you can at least see what you're doing. So put your ruler in the one corner, so the top left and bottom right, and just draw a line down the center. And once you've done that, you are going to cut it. So you're going to just cut down the center. If you've got a rotary cutter, use it. Otherwise, use your scissors. All right. So now you've got the right side of the material, and you're going to join right sides together like that. Because when you've finished, you need your material to look like that. So all the drawing of lines and things are going to be on the wrong side, so you're never going to see them, so don't worry about them. Okay. And now we're just going to peg that. And I'm going to take it to my sewing machine and just do a seam down there. There we go. So now we have the join. So just open it out and turn your fabric to the wrong side. If you have an iron, just iron the seam open, or use your nail, or use the little device if you've got one that will do that for you. And now we're going to draw lines. I want to do the binding. It's 4 centimeters. So the first, if you have a ruler like this, they are wonderful because you have a line to follow. So you have a marking there. And now I'm going to draw here. Make sure you can see these lines because you're going to need to match them up just now. All right, and then I just move it down and I can see the 4 centimeter line resting on the top of the fabric, and the next 4 centimeter line is resting on the line I've drawn. So now I know that the next line I draw is going to be equidistant. And that's the pleasure of these rulers. Just move it along. You've got angles and you've got lines, which is really useful. Okay, so the next one, doing the same thing. Just bringing it down. So again, you can just double check that everything is straight. You've got a drawn line under this line, a drawn line under there, and you've got your raw edge at the top. So your lines have to be parallel. And then you just keep going. So you can make this binding as wide or as narrow as you like. Because if you have an adjustable binder, you just adjust the binder when you're sewing it and it will work. And I've done binding with little daisy flowers and things on it and just made the binding as wide as the little flower, so that I had the whole flower on the binding, which is really nice. Okay, so we're nearly there. And then there's your last one. So I'm going to trim this piece off, and this time I am going to use the rotary cutter. Because it really is just easier. And remember to put the guard back when you've finished using it. Okay, so now we've got lines. So I'm just going to turn it over and you'll see the lines and the lines. So you don't, this is not correct. You need to pull this up and join them like that. So when you start cutting, you're going to cut a whole spiral. So that is correct. So now I need to join this and go back to the sewing machine and stitch it. But I'm sure from here you can see how this is going to end. So you're just going to join it and stitch it and then cut it. So now this is pinned and I'm ready to sew it. So there we are. So now I'm going to go and show you how to cut this. So it's joined at an angle, and by doing it at an angle, it's got stretch in it. So let's go and cut it. I'm just going to open the seams up. Okay, so now I'm going to start cutting. So you can see where you're going to cut it. And you're just going to follow the line. Now I know you can cut strips of fabric and join them, but this is a nice way of using up a small piece of material to make your binding, because often we don't have a large piece that you can cut across at an angle and cut long strips. So this allows you to make binding from quite a small piece of material. Okay, so this is what we've now got. So we've got this binding that we can use on a neckline, on a sleeve. So yes, you can cut straight binding, straight strips of material that aren't on the cross of the fabric, but it's got no give to it. So when you sew it around an armhole or a neck hole, it's going to become a little bit like a frill around the neck. So you need fabric that is cut on the cross so that you're able to get it to stretch slightly. So you can ease it in and make your neckline flat. So it'll lie flat against your body and not stand out like a frill. So that's why you need to have it cut on the bias, they call it. So it's on the cross of the fabric. So I think, okay, so here we are. There's your bias binding. So now that you've got your binding, you would take your bias binder maker, you would feed the binding through it. So this will keep going, and the fabric that's coming out of this end, you're going to iron. And then if I were you, I would start rolling it up once it's ironed. Just create a little ball of it. And then you just keep going and go until you get to the end. So you're going to pull it through, iron it, pull it through, iron it, and just keep going. So your binding will be then folded, ready for you to use the adjustable binder to sew it onto your garment. When you go out looking for binders, you'll see that there are 3 in a pack usually. They're pretty, they're pink and yellow and green, they're very pretty, and they're different sizes. So depending on what you're going to do, you may want to make binding that's this width, or binding that's that width, or really large binding. So you've got versatile different sizes you can get. And then you would definitely need to get yourself the adjustable binder. So have fun with binding. And remember, you're going to cut it on the cross. Thank you for watching this video. If it was helpful, please share with a friend, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and leave a comment below. And if you are interested in a sewing machine or any of the binder accessories, you can leave a comment, and I will put a link below and I'll come back to you. So I'll see you in the next video.